We are going through bankrolled quarters once again. We're looking for silver. We're looking for errors. We're looking for varieties. Anything interesting. Let's get started. I have, I don't know, more than half a box of quarters yet to go through here. Just going to start one by one and see if I can get any rolls open here. Struggling. Roll one. Any silver at all. Nada. Well, let's go ahead and get started. I got a list off to the side here. Let me get this centered up for you guys. All right. Mississippi 2002. Ooh, a 2019. We are looking for W mints. We found a couple of W mints here in this box so far. Can it be a W? No, just a Denver. 1972. If this was a Philly. No, sorry. This is a Philly. If this is a Denver, we have some extra things to look for. 1966. We do have a couple things to look for on the 1966, guys. Let's see here. 1966. We are looking for a DDR FS801. And on this one, we're going to look for strong doubling on United States of America, E pluribus unum, and quartadalla on the reverse. Check it out under the scope. Check out all this lettering here. Looking for extremely strong doubling. So far, all I see is extremely strong damage. Damage and wear. More damage and wear. And a little bit more damage and wear. Let's keep on going. Ozark Riverways 2017 from Philly. Another Philly, Delaware, 1999. Ooh, that's a Philly. Okay, on this one, we are looking for the spitting horse. So we're going to look out on the left side of the reverse, right above Caesar Rodney on the left side. Check it out under the scope. We're looking for the spitting horse. Basically, let me get my fancy pointer here. We're looking for some basically lines coming out underneath the horse's mouth there. Worth extra money. Let's keep on going through this bank box of 500. Looking for quarters that are worth extra money. Thanks for joining up here tonight. We got a quick hunt. We got to be quick. We are looking for silver, looking for W mints, looking for anything worth extra money. When we come across one, I'm going to try to point out what we're looking for. If you guys know of anything to look for, shout it out. I ain't scared to learn something. I'm just a beginner. Well, I'm a beginner in coins, I guess. Here's a 2020. So on 2020s, on the bat face, we're looking for some damage, mostly on Mama Bat there hanging upside down. Also, 2020s, we're looking for the West Point Mint, worth 20 to 30 bucks, depending on what condition it is. Check out the mint. Oh, just a Denver. Just a Denver. still fun to find. There's another 2020. So all 2020s and 2019s, we're looking for W mints. There's a Great Basin 2013. I have a list off to the side here. We're looking at the list as we go through. We're taking a quick glance on these two. South Carolina, if you turn it over straight top to bottom, these ones are, I guess, are known for some, I'm just blanking now. It's like a turned die. So if you turn it over and it looks like this, instead of right upside down, or upside up, upside down, upside up, rotated die error, that's what we're looking for. Okay, all these Georgie Washingtons, where he's facing to the right, these newer quarters, we're looking at his nose for the wart errors. We're looking at his mouth for the drooling George. Look in the center for some, man, I'm just blanking tonight. Some errors. Strike through errors. Keep cruising. Georgia. James and the Giant Peach from Georgia. There's a Philly 2018. Pictured Rocks, Michigan. Beautiful place. Go check it out if you have not. Jeff, you got a older than a 1966, huh? Nice. There's a 84. Georgie Washington. 1980 out of Philly. We're doing some quick looks. We're looking for errors and varieties and silver. 85 Philly. That one's got some damage. Post-mint damage. Denver 2020. We're looking for the W mint. 1967. Nope, that's not on the list. We're still going to do a quick check. I just got some scratches on that one. How about a Denver 2014 Arches? Utah. Utah. Anyone ever been to that place? The Utah Arches. It looks beautiful over there. There's a very nice looking California 2005. Look at that thing. Oh, it's got a couple scratches on it. But overall, man, look at the reverse on that one. I think it's beautiful. There's a 2020. We're looking for the W. The West Point. Can we get a... Nope, just a Denver. Look for a W on those ones. Save them all. Your coin stores are generally going to buy them. Here's a Philly, Wyoming. Okay, this one, we are going to check out this area here next to a saddle. We'll look under the scope. This is not the one we're looking for, but right here by the saddle horn, we're looking for a little piece of metal there, or just like an arc that'll follow kind of that arc. DDR, double die reverse around the saddle. We got a few more left in this first roll here. Here's a 68. Ooh, the 68. We have some things to look for on the 68. 68. If it's a Denver, look for DDR. 68 Denver. Oh man, I did not specify 68 Denver in our list, so keep moving on. Utah 2007. Couple of trains meeting up in the middle there. Reminds me of a TV show I watched once. There's another Batface 2020. Looking for the W mint. We'll still look this under the scope here. So if you look at Mama Bat's face, basically if it looks like a crater, big old hole in the middle there, be something we're looking for. That is not the one. Not the one. Ooh, what did I just learn about 94s? Okay. 94s, P, no P. If you find a 1994, that's not a Denver, but it does not have the Philadelphia, the P mint mark, those could be worth an extra dollar. This one is a 94, does have the P mint mark. Keep moving. This is a Denver, Wyoming. We're not so concerned about those ones. All right, on to the next roll. Here we go. Are we going to find some silver? We're going to find some proofs. We shall see. I have not found a silver in quite some time. I have not found a proof in quite some time. Man, one of these days. All right, let's keep searching. Keep on going. Shawnee, Illinois. I have never been there. And I've never been there. 2016. Ooh, the good old Kansas. Looking for the In God We Rust. So this motto here, I can get my fancy pointer out. The motto, In God We Trust, on these Kansas ones, we're looking for one where the T kind of gets lost in a pile of grease, doesn't really get punched really well. Say, In God We Rust. Let's keep searching. Washington. All right. 1981. Out of Denver with some damage. Ooh, a 2021. These ones you can find some extra metal. On George Washington's hat here. Basically, you find a blob of metal. It can go up into the E, can go up into the E pluribus. Worth extra money. The bigger the pile of metal there, the better it is. Here's another one. I'll put that under the scope as well. Another 2021. Crossing the Delaware. Looking above his hat there. There's a Wyoming out of Denver. 1985 Philly. We're just cruising through these. Got a limited amount of time. Unlimited amount of rolls. Here's a 67. I want to look at that 7 under the scope a little bit. Might just be some damage. Might just be some schmooze. Nothing there. Let's keep going. No time to waste here. Just time to learn. There's a 1970 out of Denver. That's a really nice one. Actually got some really sharp detail. And I believe these 17 Denvers, there's a few different things. We can look for a double die obverse FS101, double die obverse FS102, double die reverse FS801, double die reverse FS802, and a type H reverse. Holy cow. All right, we have a lot of things to look for on this one. So 1970D out of Denver. We are looking for any doubling at all. Just look at some notes on here. I'm looking at ngccoin.com under the variety plus. Check for doubling. On the date, In God We Trust. Liberty. I don't really see it. That O looks really mashed. We're looking for doubling on all lettering and date. Ooh, and then minor doubling on quarter dollar on the reverse. and you can also see some on the lower leaves if you have a good one. This one is not. Thanks for hanging out tonight. We're looking for varieties, errors, cuds, breaks, chips. We're going to have to look at all of the lettering on the back here. Look at United States. Looking for doubling. I have found these before. If you pull the dates that they specify, you look at them under the scope. Okay, this last one we're looking for is the Type H reverse. I learned about this one recently. It's pretty cool. So, I'll hold it up here for you guys. We're looking at this area here. This left bundle of arrows that this eagle's got in his grasp. Put this under the scope. Here's what we're looking for. Okay, the Type G reverse, you can see these arrows. You can see the points on these arrows that are like behind the scene. You can kind of see those points there. This is the Type G reverse. The Type H reverse, these arrows would be buried into this leaf petal here. Just like no distinct difference between the arrow point and this leaf. Be the 1970D Type G reverse. Or no, that'd be the Type H. This is the Type G, not the valuable one. Let's keep going. 2020. We're looking for a West Point Mint on a 2020. Can we get it? West Point Mint. Nope, just a Denver. Let's keep going. 91 Denver. Almost a good year. Almost. Denver 2019. Remember 2019's 2020s? We're looking for the West Point Mint. If you have a W under In God We Trust, those are 20 to 30 bucks. Save them. Bring them to your coin store. They'll buy them off you. Bring them to eBay. You'll sell them. 2024 Philly. These newer the women quarters. We're looking at the nose on George Washington, looking for nose warts. We're looking at his lips. Check for the drooling George. Ooh, here's the Zipkalasa. I've found a bunch of these already. So I do have, ooh, this is a Philly actually. I gotta save that one. I'm looking for Phillies and Denvers of every quarter. And that might be my Philly for that one. So 87. Illusion, welcome to the chat. You have a big dollar coin with the moon engraved. You can sometimes find errors on those ones. I'm not quite sure offhand. I have to look it up, what the error is. Well, we'll look for the 2021. So you have an Eisenhower dollar. I know there's errors on them. I think the big thing you gotta look for on those is at the world, like at the globe, you gotta look for the islands off of Florida. There's 1, 2, or 3. There's a few different things on those ones. I actually have a book I can look at. It is called The Cherry Picker's Guide. The Cherry Picker's Guide, the Whitman Guidebook. I'll see if I can find it real quick. I don't know if there's any dollars in here. There's just up to quarters. Yeah, definitely look at the islands off of Florida on the globe on that one. What's up, Sweekends? Thanks for joining. We're looking for errors, varieties. We're just rapid fire here. We're not spending time. We're not wasting time. You guys got questions? I'll try to answer them. There's a Maya Angelou 2022. We don't got time to waste. We got coins to look at. No BS. It was a 1966. Okay, we got some stuff to look for on this one. A 66. We're looking for the DDR FS801. So look at the reverse. And we're looking at United States of America, E pluribus unum, and $4 under the scope. Looking for doubling. I really only care about strong doubling. We do have some doubling on this one. Check it out. Let me get my fancy pointer right here. You can see we got like an extra line on this A and this M. It's kind of the only two I see them on now. It's noticeable. Might be machine doubling. Let's check out E pluribus unum. Check out $quarter. It's like, I don't know. I do feel like that's some doubling there, but man. Ronald, I do have a bunch of 50-cent pieces. I actually have a bunch of them. I'm trying to get through these quarters. I got quarters, I got nickels, I got a ton of pennies. I do have a bunch of half dollars I need to look at too. Now that I got the scope, man, it's a lifesaver, the scope. 84 Denver. I have all kinds of bicentennial half dollars too. Here's another 2020. We're looking at the mama bat face hanging upside down. See if there's like a chunk of her face missing. Also 2020s and 2019s. We're looking for the W mint. If there's a big W under In God We Trust instead of a Denver or a Philly, got yourself 20 or 30 bucks. Here's another 2020, March Billings. Another Denver though. I did find 2 W mints out of this box so far. 2019 Philly, not what we're after. Is it 2022? Got a scratch on the chin there. Almost thought it was a Julian George. These anime Wongs, we're looking for a few different things. We're looking at her eyeball. Looking for something that looks like a teardrop. Looks like she got a Harry Potter scar on her forehead. That's not what we're looking for though. Looking for a hangnail on her fingers. Or some issues with May in anime Wong. Let's keep going. 85 Philly. Nothing there. Let's keep going. 95. Oh, another 2019. Still looking for the W mint. Denver. Another 2019. There's so 2019s and 2020s. Each design they made 2 million W mints. That's what we're looking for. Idaho 2007. 1988 out of Denver. Nope. Last one on the second roll. 87 Denver. All right. Next roll. Can we get a silver? If we get a silver, I'll give it away to somebody. Who wants it? Anyone even like silver anymore? I don't know. Oh, that one was looking promising right here, but I can see some copper. I'll pop that one out anyway. I know for sure it's not a silver, but kind of looked promising for a minute there. You can see a little bit of copper there. It is a 2020, but it's a Denver. Salt River Bay. Let's keep going. Lance wanted it. Sorry, Lance, I didn't find any silver in here. Here's another 2019. There's a lot of 2019s and 2020s in these last couple rolls. Holy smokes. $20.19 out of Philly. We are bound to find a W mint. 2017, there will be some die chips on some of those. The rifles and hats. 77. Nope. I'll plug my phone in here real quick. And we'll keep on trucking. We'll find a silver lance, huh? Keep on going. What do we got? 1990. That is a good year. Anyone born in 1990, you have aged well. I'll tell you that much right now. Eleanor Roosevelt. You can find some die chips up in her hat there. We'll put under the scope. Check out the nose of Washington, the mouth of Washington, 2023 Denver. Look for some extra metal up there. I'm not seeing a whole lot. Keep going. Iowa, 2004 out of Philly. Connecticut. I got a sister who lives in Connecticut. New Jersey, 1999 out of Denver. I've got some schmooze that got scraped. Yeah, Kim, I do save basically all of my S-mints. Any coin I find S-mint, I'm saving it. Here's a Weir Farm 2020. It's a Denver, unfortunately. We are looking for W mints. Another 2019. Another Denver. Dang. 2007 Idaho. 1977. Pretty beat up. No, Lance, I do not day trade futures. I know silver was up for a time. What is it now? $77.53 for silver. I do have a lot of silver. I do not trade futures. I just look at coins. That's all I like to do. Look at coins. I go metal detecting. I go fly my drone. 2016 Theodore Roosevelt out of Philly. Let's keep going. Ooh, here's an 83. So 1982 and 1983, they did not make any mint sets. I do save these, especially if you find a really good one. It can be worth some money. 73. Upside Down, Washington, 2007. From the Evergreen State. Went there a couple times. Holy cow, let's go. 2014 Shenandoah, Virginia. Anybody here from Virginia? Interesting. Never been there myself, but I have been here to Michigan, to the Pictured Rocks. Beautiful place. You guys ever get a chance to go check it out. These ones, the Homestead 2015. These ones have a few different things we're going to look at. Starting at the top, look at the top of the house. We're looking for extra metal on the roof, snow on the roof. Next thing, I'll get my fancy pointer out here. Selling these, $25 a pop. Fancy custom coin pointer. The arc on this water pump handle right here. See that arc? If you get a doubled handle inside this window, it can be worth extra money. Next thing, we're going down to the bucket. We're looking for basically a leaky bucket. It's going to be looking like a blob of metal down in the bucket there. I do want to check out this right here, though. I don't know what that's at. That's looks like a scratch. Ding, scratch. Definitely a scratch. On the scope, sometimes it'll look like a raised piece of metal, but not so much. 2019, looking for the W mint again on all 2019s and 2020s. Oh, just a Denver. Here's a newer quarter. Jovita Ida 2023. No dice. 2016 Fort Moultrie. Ooh, these ones, 2008 Arizona. I don't know if it's a mint specific, but we're going to check out at the bottom of this cactus here. Here's what we're looking for. You got this cactus leaf, or a leaf or a cactus, I don't know what it is. In this circle, if you get another circle down here by these initials, JFM, bam, extra cactus leaf on that 2008 Arizona. Looking for the extra cactus leaf. Utah 2007. 1967. Nope, not something special. Let's keep going. Ohio 2002. Denver. 1995. Ooh, in 1965. I know what to look for on these. From the ngccoin.com Variety Plus. 1965. We're looking for the DDO and the DDR. Let's check it out under the scope, huh? DDO would be any doubled letters. Basically, it would look like an extra line, like a shadow behind these letters. Double die obverse. This one is really beat up. I did find a DDR-FS 801. DDR, yeah. So I found a double die reverse. It's worth about 30 or 40 bucks. Checking out all of these letters. This one's really mashed up. Lots of damage. Probably not worth much, even if I did find what I was looking for. Nothing. Denver 2019. Wish it was a W. Telling you that much right now. 1996. I don't think. Nope. Not what we're looking for. Last one, roll number 3. 2021. Denver. These are always coming out really shiny looking, but we're going to look at his hat here. All right, on to the next roll. Blank Curtis and Newfound, why are you guys retracting your messages? Why does that even happen? I don't know. Any silver? If I got a silver, who wants it? Maybe I'll auction it off. No silver. But we can still find a W mint worth money. We can still find doubling worth money. Lance still wants it. Sorry, Lance. Still nothing, buddy. Still appreciate you hanging out. Kim Campbell, you want it too, huh? So do I. Believe me, so do I. Here's a 2019. This one's super shiny. I hope it's a W mint. Nope, just a Denver. That is really shiny, though. It's worth looking at for a second, huh? Not a proof, but still nice. Sreeg, welcome to the chat. What's happening, buddy? Montana 2007. Let's cruise through this roll so we can open up another one. Half the fun is just opening the darn roll. There's a 79. I don't have time to waste here. Can it be a W mint? It cannot. You guys don't really want to even watch me look at all these coins, do you? Denver. $20.15 Casachi. That's got some corrosion. 1980. I'm really just trying to find W mints, silver. Ooh, 65. We gotta check this one out. Varieties, errors. Looking for doubling. Basically all lettering front and back on the 65. I have found one of these, so I'm pretty excited about these sometimes. Looking for any doubling here. Pretty damaged. Dang. Lance, you want a gold-plated Denali quarter? I mean, they're worth a little bit extra. You can find them worth a little bit extra. I mean, more than 25 cents. $0.30, a buck. Depends if it's 24 karat gold plate, it might be worth $5. Let's keep going. Oregon 2005. Is Oregon? 2023. Just a reminder, we're looking at his nose for the nose wart area, looking at his mouth for the drooling George. And on these Eleanors, we're looking at her hat. Check out her hat. See if you can find any extra blobs of metal up there. Nothing there. There's a 87. 2022. '72 Denver. Okay, we got some stuff to look for on the 72 Denver. Here's what we're looking for on these guys. 72. Okay, easy enough. We're just looking for the type H reverse. So I'm going to get my fancy pointer out. We're going to look here at this left group of arrows. Look for the type H reverse. Oh, that's pretty clear. It's not. So we're looking at here the type G reverse. These points on these top two arrows, you can see the points pretty clearly. On the type G like this, type H, these arrows will be buried right into this leaf right here. Just no separation. New fawn, you have a common 64 Kennedy half. Markings of a rare coin might have a detailed hair, truncated eye. Newfound, you can send me an email on it. I can definitely give my opinion on that. I'd have to look it up. I don't know it offhand. I definitely will check it out, though. It's a 2020. Looking for the W mint. This is a tall grass prairie. I think I do have one W mint so far. There's another Denver. Go check out my channel, Newfound. You can get my email address over there. Send me a message. Happy to check it out. Happy to let you know what I think. That is for sure. 2021, we're looking for extra metal up there on George Washington's hat. 2002 out of Philly. South Dakota. Yeah, sorry, I don't have time right now to look it up. I am trying to get through some quarters. Looking for the W's, looking for the silvers. There's a 1990. It's a beautiful year. Anyone else? 90s babies. Give a like to the stream here. 1970. Denver. We do have some things to look for on the 1970 Denver. Looking for the DDO, double die obverse, double die reverse, and the type H reverse. You guys know what the type H is by now, huh? It's worth extra money, that's what. Look for it. Get yourself a scope. amzn.to/4Q capital O, small J, number 2. Go check it out. That is this scope I'm looking through right now. It's a beautiful scope. Beautiful clarity. Good zoom. You can find errors. You can find varieties. You can find cuds. You can find chips and breaks. This one's just got some issues with a coin roller not doubling. Check out for the type H reverse on them arrows on the left side. Nada. Let's keep going. Keep going. Washington 2007. Ooh, a Maria Tal Chief 2023. There's a lot more errors you guys can find on these. Worth $1, $2. I have recently decided it's a lot of time to look through them. So I'm just looking for the more common stuff. (2013) Great Basin. If you guys like what you're seeing, if you learned anything, if you want to see more, head over to the channel, subscribe. It's free for you guys. It's super appreciated. I'm trying to learn here. If you guys have any input on anything, definitely appreciate it. Here's a Kansas 2005. And these ones are looking for the In God We Rust. That T would basically look like it's backed off into oblivion. Oh, they are errors, Steve. I mean, major errors, yeah. You should be able to see them with the naked eye. Some errors, though. What if your eyes are bad, huh? What about that, huh? All right, another roll. Let's go. Here's a new reporter. There's a beautiful North Dakota 2006. (1994) may have a double die. Oh, Bruce. Bruce doesn't believe you need a microscope to find errors. Yeah, son. Yes, son. You ever looked at a coin before, son? North Dakota. Philly. 1992. Oklahoma 2008. Let's find a W mint, huh guys? Virginia 2000. (2021) Denver. Check out his hat. Ooh, 1909 VDB. Half of the VDB is covered by the rim of the coin. Guess it depends if is it a SVDB or is it 1909 VDB with a cud, or is it just a mashed rim? If it's postmint error, might not be worth it. If it is a mint error, like a cud, might be worth it. Blue Ridge, Denver. Cindy, this box, I have found 2 W mints. The last box of $500, I found 1 W mint. And prior to these 2 boxes, I have found a handful more. I probably have 5 or 6. This 71 Denver. We have extra things to look for in this one. Look for the DDR, FS801, DDR, FS801. Why is it list twice? And a 71 Denver Type H reverse. So DDRs, double dies on the reverse. Let's check it out. We'll make it quick. We will check it twice. There's some damage. Lots of damage. Here's kind of what we're looking for. If I can find my pointer again. Lost it, guys. We're looking for something like this on this top of this R. Kind of looks like doubling, but it could be damaged. This coin is so damaged. Look for the Type H reverse where these arrows are mashed into that next one there. (2022) Is that Denver? Yeah, Denver. Fort McHenry 2013. Man, I'm just knocking this thing all over the place. You guys aren't going to even see my scope here after a minute. Sorry about that. 1997. 1966. We are looking for the 1966 DDR FS801. That means we look at the reverse. Looking for some doubling on the reverse of the 1966. This kind of looks like, oh man, where the heck is my pointer at? I have no idea where it went. Hold on, I gotta go get a new pointer. There it is. Alright. Look at that right there. That looks like extra metal. Might also be a scratch, but it kind of looks like extra metal to me. Check at the bottom of the coin here. Looking for a DDR. Can we find a DDR? I'm going to have to check this thing out with The flash magnifier. Give me 1 second. And a batteries are shot here. It is extra metal on there. It's almost like a die chip there. Right there. That is raised metal. That is not a scratch. I'll probably save that one. I'm not sure if it's really worth a whole lot extra, but we'll give it a shot. There's a 74 in Denver. Not one we're looking for. Keep going. Let's find some silver. We have 2017s. Look for the double to utter on these 2017s effigy mounds. 2018 Voyager. Look for a die crack, die chip. There on that loon. I think it's a loon. 2022. 1967. I think I have time for one more roll after this, then I have to wrap it up. This is a 72 Philly. We're looking for Denver's. Alabama, Helen Keller. Tennessee, 2002. We're just cruising through these. We're looking for some real value, real bang for the buck. Nevada. Who's from Nevada? Smash the like if you're from Nevada. Iowa, 2004. I went to Iowa once, delivered some pigs. (1967) Philly. (89) also Philly. South Carolina. Went there last, no, must have been a couple winters ago. I went down to South Carolina one time. Hopefully you guys are warming back up after that cold snap everyone had. Half the country, ice and snow. Hopefully we're back to normal weather. 95, Denver. Ooh, there's another 2020 bat face. We're looking at Mama Bat. Looking for some craters in her face. Or we're looking for a W, West Point Mint. Worth extra money. 84. Last one of this roll. We got one more roll to go. There's a 2023. Ovita Ida. This one really confused a lot of folks. It's like missing the writing on the back. Well, no, that's the whole design. All right. This sucker's full. The whole cup is full. Dump it into the bag. We got one more roll to go. Then we're calling it for the night. Hopefully I find some silver. All right, last roll of the night. Let's go silver. Let's go W mints. Huh? What are we gonna find? What are we gonna find? I'd even be happy with like a proof, like an S mint. Be sweet. Last roll of the night. Denver. The Arches from 2014. Man, that cup sounds weird. Nothing in it yet. That's better. 2020. Can we get a W? Oh, this is Denver. All right, we'll find one. Might not be today. We'll find another one though. We cruise through this roll. Hot Springs 2010. This one, I don't find this one very often. 2010 Hot Springs. I actually should save this one because I don't know if I found a whole lot of those. DW Cat. 1930s, 40s, 50s. Some no mints. Interesting. No mint usually means Philadelphia. Here's a 2019 Denver. We're looking for a W mint on all 2019s and 2020s. Those ones are worth extra money. They hold their value. They are worth hanging on to. You can bring them basically to any coin store. They're going to give you money for them. Might not be much. Might be 10, 15 bucks. But they got to make money too. Might be more than that. 2019 Lowell. Can we get a W mint? Nope, just a Denver. Let's keep going. We're not wasting time on that type of BS. 2021s. We are looking for extra metal on his hat. Don't see any there, so we're going to move on. (2011) Chickasaw. Nice. How about Weir Farm 2020? Can we get a W mint? Come on. Nope, just a Denver. 2015 Denver. Here's a Helen Keller 2003. 1984 Denver. Make sure you guys head over to the channel. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Hit the subscribe. Go check out some of my other videos. Appreciate each and every one of you. These Guam 2009, I always save my 2009s. If they're nickels, quarters, pennies, dimes. Yeah, dimes. They didn't make a whole lot of dimes in 2009, I'm pretty sure. Only found a handful of them. Another one, 2009, District of Columbia. On these Denvers, these Duke Ellingtons, we're going to check out his piano here. These suckers, we're looking for an extra key, extra blob of metal key here, here, or some of these, this ELL doubled in there. Those can be worth extra money as well. Make sure you check out those 2009 Duke Ellingtons. Can be worth extra money for you. Keep going. Let's go. Keep bumping this thing. Seems super wobbly tonight. Ooh, the Alaska. The Great Land. We're going to check out his claw on this one. Check out the bear claw. We're looking for an extra chunk of metal in the claws there. Looking for the 6th claw error. Let's keep going. Might have time for another roll even. Ooh, can we get a W mint on a 2020? Nope, Denver. Don't waste time on Denver's. 2023, Bessie Coleman. Another thing to check. We're looking at the aeroplane here. We're looking for the burning plane. You can have extra metal up on these wings, middle, the bottom. Looking for extra metal, extra money. Extra metal is extra money when it comes to coins. 2016 Denver. New fawn, other than its visual brilliance and reflective properties, is there another way to spot a proof coin? Well, you can have an S mint. Not all S mints are proof coins, but you're going to have to take the visual brilliance, look at a bunch of coins, and also see if there's an S mint on them. That's going to be your best bet. Once you look at a bunch of coins, you look at this one, like if you, I wish I had a proof coin here. If I take this, you can see the shadow of this over the coin, but you can't really see the reflection of it. If you take a proof coin and you put something like this over it, then you can like see the actual reflection of it, and it's going to have an S mint on it as well. Then bam, you are in the money. Well, you're in the proof coins anyway. Not necessarily super valuable, but I'm going to keep them. Chickasaw 2011. Nebraska 2006. Thanks for the question, New Fawn. Appreciate you hanging out, engaging. That's what helps the channel. I'll just look at the nose on this guy. He looks like he's got some bugs, but just some schmooze. 2019, looking for the W mint. That's mostly what I'm looking for on these nowadays. I haven't found a silver in a long time. It's 67. Oh, look at that. The little drummer boy. He's not so little, but he's a drummer boy. It's a nice looking one. 1976. So the 1976 Denver, we're looking for the double die obverse, which is strong doubling seen on Liberty and In God We Trust. We'll put that under the scope. Check it out. I see some damage. I don't see any doubling. Check out that beautiful date just because. Oh, that mint mark looks really weird. I'll have to compare that. Check out that design though. That's a beautiful design. I always save these guys. And the last one of that roll, Denver, 2000 from Maryland. All right, we got time for one more roll. I'm gonna wrap this up for reals. Unless you find a silver or a W, I'm gonna have another roll after this. All right, see what we got. Any silver or any proofs? That would be ecstatic. Nothing. We can still find a W though. Still find a W. South Carolina, 2000 out of Denver. 82. Like I said, we are saving all 82s and 83s. If you find something in really good shape, they can be worth some extra money because they did not make mint sets those years. 93 Denver. Got some scratches, otherwise pretty decent looking. I have found some Wyoming quarters, some Kansas quarters, just like super shiny, like not a scratch on them. Pretty amazing. Like if you look at a bunch of quarters, you find one, you're like, holy cow, that looks great. Looks beautiful. This one, oh, look at how beautiful that one looks. It's definitely out of Denver. Definitely out of South Carolina. Definitely spent some time on or in the ground. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Voyagers 2018. We're going to look at the loon on this one. We're going to look for some extra metal down there on his body. Let's finish up this roll here, huh, shall we? 2019. Looking for a W mint. Can it be a W mint? Oh, just a Denver. Let's keep going. No time to waste. Fossil Islands, Wisconsin. Never been there. Heard a lot of good things about that place. I'd like to go visit there someday. Maybe this year's the year. Here's Denver. Wyoming, Denver. We're looking for a Philly. It's a 2021, really shiny looking one. These 2021s, they always look shiny though. We're going to check out his hat. Look for some extra metal up on top of his hat there. Nothing there. Keep going. Another 2020. Weir Farms. Weir Farm. Looking for a W mint. Can we get it? Can we get it? Oh, just a Denver. Sorry, I have a really creaky chair. Great sand dunes. Colorado. I think I've only ever been to Denver, Colorado, and only to the airport. Isn't that sad? It's a sad, sad thing. North Dakota. If you have not been there, highly recommend it. Beautiful place. Everyone thinks North Dakota is just flat. Not true. We got some hills. Look at these ones stuck together. There's a Denver and a Denver. Put this one first. Hawaii. Umaki Oka Aina Oka Pon. Something like that. Shenandoah, Virginia, 2014. DW Cat, are you agreeing it's flat? Or are you agreeing it's not flat? Tell me that much, will you? This is 72 Denver. We got some extra stuff. 72 Denver, we are looking for the Type H reverse. Yes, he says it's flat. Okay, it is pretty flat, but it is beautiful. Cannot deny that. Okay, on these 72 Denvers, we're looking at these arrows. If you don't see any difference between these points of the arrows in this leaf here, you have the Type H reverses, which is what we would be looking for, but this is the Type G. I think there's just some schmooze here. Yeah, you can see them points. I can see them points. DW Cat, you rode the trails there on a speeder. Yeah. I mean, we have Badlands. We can walk up and down some hills. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of very wide open, very flat country for sure. Still beautiful. I'm sticking to it. Sticking to it. Let's finish up this roll. If you guys want me to do another roll, let me know. If you guys are done, let me know. I was supposed to be done 15 or 20 minutes ago. So Minnesota, we are going to look at this Minnesota for the extra tree, basically smack dab in the middle there. We're looking for an extra tree in this space here. Can we be in the middle? Can be slightly to the left. This one we do not have. 82, we'll save that one. Got some pitting. This one's also spent some time in the ground, looks like. Let's look at that wing. Looks like he got punched. He got his wings clipped. Oh yeah, you can see the pitting, the nastiness, the damage. There's no feathers on his chest. Look at that. Rhode Island 2001. Got a few more coins here. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. Here's a 65. We are looking for a DDO. We're looking for a DDR. Looking for doubling. Looking for doubling. Anything here? We got 92 people in the house. Smash the like button. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's free. Helps the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go check out some of my other videos. I got some gold coin videos. I got some silver videos. It's all free for you guys. Block Island from Philly. So if half the letters in the rim might mean that the rim is smashed. You just never know. 82 and 83. If you find an 82 or 83 quarter, it's in really nice shape. They didn't make any mint sets, like uncirculated mint sets. So if you find one in a really good shape, it'll be worth some extra money. Last one, 1967, with a red splotch. Someone probably marked this coin just to see if they keep searching the same coins. Red splotch. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. Smash that like button. Let's get this video out. Go ahead over to check out the channel. I got some links. I got this coin scope out there. I got some coin scales, coin books. Go ahead and check them out. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I do have to get to bed. Got the Super Bowl to hang out with tomorrow. You guys watching Super Bowl tomorrow? Who's going to win? If the Seahawks are going to win, hit the like button. Who thinks the Seahawks are going to win? All right. Now, if you think the Patriots are going to win, hit the like button. Who's going to win? All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Not a fan of Patriots. There's a lot of people not a fan of the Patriots. I think I'm voting for the Seahawks myself. A lot of people I've talked to said that. I'll get on some Super Bowl boards tomorrow. I do have some more quarters to search. I probably have a dozen more rolls of quarters. I got a couple dozen rolls of nickels. I got a whole box of pennies to search. Lots of things to go through, so I would recommend, if you guys don't already have this, look for the Cherry Picker's Guide to Rare Varieties of United States Coins. I will get a link up to this in my channel on the homepage. Has a lot of the things people are looking for. Wisconsin, high leaf, low leaf. Delaware, spitting horse. 83, spitting eagle. Minnesota, extra tree. Wyoming, DDR. A lot of stuff in this book. It's an awesome book. Highly recommend it. What are you guys searching for anyway? You guys look at coins, look for Wheaties. I'll show you one coin I did find. This is the 1965 DDR FS801 I found. I'll throw that under the scope real quick. I do have to put it right back in the flip here, otherwise I'm going to lose it though. It's a 1965. Look at that. Look at the beauty on that one. Such a nice 65. The DDR is in America on this one. This is why you need a scope, guys. Check that out. Look at that doubling. Super clear. Super obvious. It's a $20 coin. I think this is like a grade like a 45 maybe. 20 to 30 bucks, I'm going to say, estimate. Just bam, comes through clear. Doubling starts all the way over here. Barely seeing the S and the T. Start seeing the A, T, E corner, S corner, and then just super clear all the way through America. And then also down here, doubled right through dollar. That's why you guys need a scope. Check it out. Head over to the channel. I got the coin scope link there if you guys don't want to type this in. Get a scope yourself. Check out some of your coins. And plus, it's just super interesting to find doubling different things on your coins. This is by far, this is the most exciting example I have. I was super stoked. I found this on a live search just it was a week ago, I think. Super awesome. That's exactly what we're looking for. I found some, it's like, maybe there might be something there. This one, put it under there. I was like, bam. That is what we're looking for. That's why I do this. That's why it's exciting. I found some other ones like small, like really tiny die chips and things like that. But this one, definitely what we're looking for. Go ahead and smash that like. Head over to the channel. Subscribe. Be back doing these live. Go hit the bell notifications for when I do go live or when I do post extra videos. You guys can go ahead and check them out. Comment on them. It's free for everybody. It helps people get driven to the channel. Helps out the channel. DW Cat, do I do any Canadian money? I have Canadian money. I don't necessarily search it out or know much about errors on them yet. I'm still learning, so if you got something, put it on the comments. I think I have a couple of Canadian penny examples or Canadian penny videos. And I'd be more than happy to do more of them and learn more about them. If you guys got some comments or things to look for on those, I'm more than happy to look for them. I'm learning here, just like you guys might be learning here. I mean, I'm just a guy that likes looking at coins. If you guys got things to look for me to look for, that's awesome. I'll look for them. I'll search them out. Be looking for money anyway. I do have some star notes. I do look for star notes. I do look for obviously silver certificates or extra ink or special serial numbers type stuff. I don't yet go and get a stack of bills and look through them live, but it's definitely something I'd be interested in doing if folks want to see that. I know other channels do that. Go just look live through bills. I think that'd be a great idea. I have $200 star notes. I don't think they're really rare or anything by any means, but some 20s, some 5s, some 1s. I don't know if I have any $10 star notes yet, but all right. Signing off. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Appreciate it. Hit the like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe I'll get a chance to do this, but I'm gonna be watching Super Bowl. I gotta go cook a bunch of food tomorrow, hosting a Super Bowl party, so thanks guys. You guys all have a good night. Appreciate you.